Okay, so here's the deal. I am going to prison in 3 weeks. At the first week in January, I have to report to prison. And the only thing that I can see that's good about having to go to prison is that I'm going to be able to work out a lot and do a lot of yoga and detox.
I appreciate the positivity. That was Jenna Ryan, admittedly finding the one positive. That's realistic. Jenna Ryan is the insurrectionist who is now making plans for prison and using it as an opportunity for some personal influencing, I guess. If you don't remember her, she had previously stood out from the pack of insurrectionists with this tweet from March 26th of this year saying, definitely not going to jail. Sorry, I have blonde hair, white skin, a great job, a great future, and I'm not going to jail. Sorry to rain on your hater parade. I did nothing wrong. Well, she is going to jail. All the stuff with the hair and skin, totally true, we fact checked it. But despite that, she is going to jail. And now she believes she's going to get to do a little bit of yoga, maybe lose a little bit of weight, focus on herself. Wellness is important during the pandemic, you know?
Yeah, so I like how she went from there's no way I'm going to jail to don't worry about it, I'm going to do some good yoga in jail. So it's all good, right? This video reeks of entitlement through and through, even as she's going to jail. But I'm amused by insurrectionist Karen because she feels like she's discovered things for the first time. Like, in this case, she's like, did you know that you could actually get a good workout in jail? Yeah, everybody knows. A lot of people work out
growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know they have communal showers? Yeah, Karen, we know all those things. You know, every prison movie where they're working out because that's the only thing they have left to do. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, and look, maybe this will be a period of growth, not just in terms of like flexibility or squat strength or whatever, but of respect for the rights of prisoners that, you know, just because they have transgressed and are being punished for it, that they shouldn't be treated like animals. She's now looking forward to yoga classes and healthy food and shakes and stuff like that. Okay, well, when you leave jail, could you bring that back to your community, please? Because we can actually treat these people like people. They still do deserve rights, but we'll see if any of that lasts. Anyway, we do have a little bit more of her plans for prison. Let's take a look.
Also, I can't eat because the food is awful and there's just no food. So hopefully they have like some protein shakes and some protein bars, I think, because you don't want to eat like green bologna. That's what they have to eat. So I'm gonna end up losing weight in prison. Everyone's telling me that I'll lose weight. So hopefully I'll finally get down to my ideal weight because I won't be able to drink. I won't be able to eat. I won't be able to eat like stupid stuff like chips and all the stuff I eat sometimes. So I just wanted to go ahead. Don't look at my toes because I'm too freaked out to have a pedicure lately. But this is how much I weigh today. And I'm thinking that I can get down to, 140, so 30 pounds in 2 months. If I do that, then it will be worth going to prison for 60 days.
It'll be worth it? Like what, the ticket price? What do you mean it'll be worth it? You have to go to prison. You're being ordered to go to prison. Look, if you want to get some silver lining out of it, great. I think that's great. I think the whole making it a video for followers is super weird. Like people talk about how like young kids are being brought up and everyone wants to be an influencer and they're all being corrupted by social media, but that is a full-grown woman who apparently thinks everything's a joke, everything is for a vlog or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of her finding the silver lining?
Yeah, the first thing I thought is she's going to rich person's jail. Like
maybe.
Yeah.
She is rich?
Yeah. If she was, remember she took the private jet
yes.
to the insurrection. I mean, you want to talk about insurrectionist Karen.
She's a Texas real estate agent.
Yeah.
Who took a
now, if she was going to Rikers, she wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm sorry I didn't get a pedicure, but I hope the guys the people at Rikers don't mind, right? Like she'd be a little nervous, right?
Yeah.
It's like she's probably going. It's the rich people prison is like a retreat, and I'm not just saying that like flippantly. Tommy Chong has been on the show, friend of the show. Tommy went to prison totally unjustly when the federal government targeted him because they wanted to make an example out of him because he likes marijuana, but they didn't have any evidence on him. Anyway, he winds up going to prison to save his son, and he was actually in the same cell as the Wolf of Wall Street. And so they're actually really good friends. And so it's
that's the weirdest pairing ever.
Ever, I know, totally, right? But I said, Tommy, how was it in prison? He's like, oh no, I went to rich man's prison. It was great. We played tennis. We had the time of our lives. Okay.
I want to go to prison. I want to drop a few pounds and play some tennis.
I know, right? No stress. Jill Pike and I talked about it on Young Turks like 15 years ago. Like Ben was saying, oh, you guys are ridiculous. We're like, if you go to rich man's prison, though, it's kind of like a relief, right? Yeah. You don't have to worry about work.
Like rehab or something.
Yeah, I get to read finally. So anyways, that's what she's doing.
Get to catch up on your reading.
Yeah, and maybe I can finish my
like
book.
A rock climbing wall. Ooh.
To the point one of our members made, maybe I could finish my book before George R.R. Martin finishes his. JusticeIsComingBook.com, you can pre-order. All right, anyway, but look at her sense of entitlement. I hear the food is awful. I hope they have protein bars. Like, I need some protein bars. And I'm gonna do some yoga. And I don't get to drink. I'm gonna miss the Chardonnay. Okay. And I'm going to prison, so I didn't do a mani-pedi. So don't look at my toes. Don't look at my toes, okay? She was part of a riot where they were chanting, hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence. And I'm not saying she did it, although she obviously did things bad enough to go to prison, right? But there were people in that crowd that were looking to murder the vice president and Nancy Pelosi. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't get a petty before going to prison. Yeah. And by the way, she does this if like 3 people watch, I guess she wouldn't do it anymore. She probably has right-wing fans.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, and by the way, you're being super fair by saying we don't know that she did it, which is true, we don't. But it happened, lots of terrible stuff happened, and does she strike you as a person who has spent the time from the end of the riot to now distancing herself from all of that and saying, I just wanted to have my voice be heard, but oh my God, there was so much violence and those people were awful. No, she's aloof, she's floating above it all. She doesn't appear to regret anything.
Yeah, that's a great point, and I want to be clear. She was definitely part of the riot. That's why she got convicted and she's going to jail, right? The question I don't know is, did she chant "Hang Mike Pence"? Did she
beat a cop? I have
that
no
part
idea.
we don't. But John's point is excellent because think about it, guys. If you went to a left-wing protest or I went to a left-wing protest and madness broke out and some portion of the protest started. Had a noose and gallows and started chanting, hang Kamala Harris, hang Kamala Harris. We'd be like, oh my God, no, right? And we'd be like, oh my God, we were not part of that. It's mental, right? Yep. She knows all that now. And she's like, what? Oh my God, we had such a fun riot. Had Chardonnay afterwards, can't have it in prison though, okay? Like she thinks it's like the most normal thing in the world. Or we were going to murder politicians. Maybe it wasn't me, but it was Bob next to me.
Yeah.
And so now I'm gonna do yoga in prison. The entitlement is unbelievable. The callousness is unbelievable. And the most important thing though is the implicit consent to violence is the worst part, right? Because, we were gonna go kill people, what's the big deal?
Sure.
No, that's a giant deal. That's a terrible deal.
Yeah, it's everything's a joke. I look forward to her jailhouse podcast, no rehabilitation, just vibes.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.